Hello, world. Welcome or welcome back. I am Goddess Dawn. It is Tuesday, October 27th, 2020, and I'm back with another R. Kelly case update. Yep, the case that keeps on giving, baby. I realize, the sun is hot, the moon is bright, and R. Kelly's in jail. Yeah, just thought I'd put that out there. But yeah, the feds or the government have responded to the defense's motion to unseal the judge's order for a partially sequestered anonymous jury or an impaneled jury, which is how I'll refer to it moving forward. But yeah, the order was given on October 8th from the judge, and it was sealed by the judge, hiding the details of why she granted the the impaneled jury. But here, let me show you, because I think, you need to really see this to understand if you don't, because I know there's some confusing information out there. I had gotten some text messages about something that had been updated about this case, and I found discrepancy. So nevertheless, let's take a look at the judge's order. I'm going to share the screen. Okay, so what you see here is the docket, and number 79 here is the order that came down on October 8th, 2020. And it says here, order as to Robert Sylvester Kelly, the government's motion to impanel an anonymous and partially sequestered jury is granted, signed by Judge Ann M. Donnelly on October 8th. And the clerk's name is here, listed here. But so typically when you click on the docket number, you will get a detailed document. You will be led to a document that will have all the details of the order or the motion or whatever it is that is listed here. But when you click this particular docket, it goes to a page that says document under seal, as you can see. So there we go. This is what the defense is asking to be unsealed. They would like the order, which entails the reason as to why Judge Ann Donnelly is granting the impaneled jury. They want it to be made public want it to be made public. So with that being said, the government has since responded, and I'm going to actually show you what the government had to say. Let me share my screen again. And while I'm pulling this up, I want to put out there that, well, thank you for being here, of course. And I hope you all are being safe. I'm seeing a lot of signs of people who are really becoming very relaxed in this pandemic. We are still, in a situation when it comes to COVID-19. People are still dying out here, and it's a real thing. So I just want to make sure you are understanding. You should be wearing your mask, distancing yourself, sanitizing, cleaning, wiping, all of that, and being very mindful. And speaking of this, I'm going to go ahead and put out my daily inspiration videos that I come live with. A shot of love is what I call it. So yeah, if you're not subscribed, you won't be able to partake and enjoy and actually benefit from these jewels I'm dropping. So I just want to put that out there. So let's see, we're bringing up what are we bringing up? The defense's request following the judge's order. And that's not the right document. But yeah, let me pull up the right document so that you can see. Why do I keep pulling the same document up? Tell me why. Give me a second, y'all. Patience. All right. So as you can see, Greenberg trial lawyers here. So his defense attorney, Stephen Greenberg, submitted this to the court on October 13th, following the judge's order to grant the impaneled jury. And in this letter, he's requesting, and I'll just read it here. We are requesting that the order be made public. They want the judge's order, which is under seal, to be made public. Very, very simple request. They use the fact that a lot of the other information around this order, such as the government's original motion, the response, the government's reply, these things were not sealed. So the point made here is that there's no reason for the order itself to be sealed. They want the public to see it. I don't know what the strategy is behind that, or if there is any at all, because from what we can tell, there's not a lot of efficiency when it comes to the defense attorneys, the team. I'm even seeing things on Twitter about the fact that there's changes happening. And then I think Greenberg put out there that Doug Anton is no longer a part of the case. So it sounds like they're doing some, playing some chess with the defense team. So we'll see how that ends up. It's always something with these cases. So I'm going to then now take you to the government responding to this motion from the defense. In all cases, when there's a motion filed, the other side, in this case, the government, has an opportunity to respond. And I'm going to just bring up the response so you can see that as well. And that's not it. Okay, shout out to the short-term memory loss. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. All right, there we go. So as you can see, this document is filed on today, on the 27th of October, and it's from the U.S. Department of Justice to the judge Ann Donnelly. And it's basically letting the judge know that the government does not oppose to the defendant's motion to unseal. I just wanted to make sure you see the sequence. The judge brought the motion down, the order down, to impanel the jury, keep them anonymous and partially sequestered, keep them basically away from the world, away from the media, away from others during the trial, to protect the case. We are looking at, charges of tampering and manipulating and obstructing justice. We even have some co-defendants, or in addition to the co-defendants already in place, we have some more co-defendants being accused of obstruction or attempted obstruction. So this is a big reason of why I'm sure the judge decided to do this. But we'll see how the judge responds, because it doesn't necessarily mean that the court will comply just because the government said they don't mind or they're not opposed to it. Doesn't necessarily mean the judge will adhere to this. I believe that the judge is the person who decided to keep the orders sealed. I'm not positive of if the government had any part of that or not, but the government is not opposed to it. So we'll see what happens with that. Time is going to tell. And yeah, that's pretty much it with regard to this whole situation. I know there was, like I said, some confusion. So I just wanted to make sure that it's clear. The government, doesn't seem to oppose. And I think it's because there's no threat to them or the case should this document or this order be unsealed. So yeah, the jury setup is going to remain. It's not going to change. And an order is typically sealed to protect a case. And usually also if there's children involved or a celebrity involved, sometimes you'll find sealed documents because of those reasons also. But we will definitely see. Time will tell. And real quick, another thing I came to find this morning on Twitter actually is something having to do with R. Kelly's attacker. There's an update on his case. I'm going to pull up the tweet actually. Make sure I am showing you more than I'm telling you. So here's the tweet, and it's from Jason Meisner, who is a Chicago reporter. He's very credible when it comes to this case, and he's pretty on point and on time. So I typically will check his Twitter feed for updates. And I saw this morning. It says, just in, Jeremiah Farmer, the Latin King gang member who copped to attacking R. Kelly in Chicago's federal jail, has been sentenced to life in prison for racketeering, including beating 2 businessmen to death with a hammer in 1999. Well, ain't that something? Well, life in prison. It's just interesting to me how that whole stunt happened right before his sentencing. It was kind of like a last ditch effort to try and save himself somehow. So it'll be interesting, if any more comes out about that. But yeah, this just proves that COVID ain't stopping no show. The courts are still handing down life sentences and whatnot, regardless of the pandemic. And, it's just proof to me, because there's a lot of talk out there about how the COVID is shutting things down and things aren't moving. But this proves to me that the courts are still progressing with cases. And, I think R. Kelly's trial is going to be set in December. There's a hearing on December 16th in the New York case. And from what I understand, they're going to be shooting to schedule a trial date at that time. And yeah, can't wait to see it. We've been looking forward to this for quite some time, right? And yeah, so I'll be going live about this and, some other things. There's a whole lot going on, including the upcoming election. And we got this thing happening that we want to rectify, right? So I want to say, just encourage everybody to go ahead and vote, exercise your voice. We, the people, are, supposed to be in charge here. So we got to let them know. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed, you're not going to get any notifications. So please do so. And make sure, again, you're visiting daily for those inspirational videos. Actually, a live video. When you come live, it's a different feeling. I have music. It's a whole vibe. I call it a party for the soul. Again, it's called a shot of love. Yeah. Doesn't that just make you feel real good? Warm your heart. So I am going to end this here. I appreciate your time as always. And yeah, till next time. Peace.